folks, and welcome back to a wrap around the leagues where we travel around the leagues loaded and just catch up on who's done what and what's gone on. So we're going to kick off obviously in Scotland today because, wow, we are a Scottish club, so that would make sense. Current world rankings 48th. All right. The manager is Alex McLeish. Andrew Robertson's the captain. Vice captain is Grant Hanley. And a key player is Kieran Tierney. I'm going to actually scout this fella. Just recognise the name. I'm going to just get a scout report. Anyway, so what we're going to do here is basically, it's just simple. We're going to go down the leagues. Now, this time we're going from top to bottom instead of bottom to top. So let's kick off in the Ladbrokes Premiership, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we can see here the Ladbrokes Premiership final, relegation final. It looks like Inverness went through on 3-2 over Dunfermline, so that should mean they stay up in the Premier League. Yes. So, Celtic champions, Rangers Champions League, St Johnstone, Kilmarnock, and Aberdeen finishing off the European Europa League spots. Motherwell there just on that 6 with the split that happens on, and Hamilton relegated, and as before mentioned, Inverness winning that playoff. So we would have faced Inverness. You can see over here Celtic. Gotta see Clyde up there soon, I think. And Ladbrokes Premiership ranked 18th overall in the world. You want to have a look at some of the player stats here, you can just pause the game and have a look as well. So we're not going to get into too much detail, pretty much just what you'll see. We're going to then go down to our championship, and we know already that Dunfermline lost to Inverness, but you can see they definitely pushed the mark there against them, only just missing out there. And you would know anyway pretty much what happened here. So Morton are relegated. Ross County did survive the tussle against the League 2 outfit, or League 1 outfit for promotion relegation. We came second, obviously. We just let it go the last 2 games of the season, and of course we couldn't get it done. But we're going to just have a look here. You'll see, so Tiffany goals, first goals, so 16 league goals, top of the pops there. Average rating, we have 2 players. So we've got McKay at 7.3 and also Tiffany at 7.13, first and third respectively. No one there in the assists or anything on the other ones for the top 3s from us. But that's still pretty good. In the injury table there, you'll see just 1 injury. I don't know how this table works on these, because we've had more than 1 injury. So I think it might mean current long term. I don't know. I don't really pay attention. And of course, 64th rank there as well for the league. And then we're going to travel down here. We're going to travel down to the League 1. And you'll see there that Annan lost to Arbroath in the relegation final. And we're going to the championship playoff final. You'll just confirm that Ross County did beat Livingston to stay up in the championship. Brechin going down and Arbroath there as well. And you'll see Airdrie came up as champions, and of course Livingston missing out on that promotion there. So yeah, we didn't last long, and that we kind of just raced through League 1 when we were there, and they are 94th, and you'll see our lovely name ranked there as well. We're going to League 2 now, and you'll see that Arbroath, as we've already confirmed, did beat Annan 2-1, and also in the the promotion. And if we look at the relegation playoff, Huntley losing to Stenhousemuir there, and Strania winning, coming through and coming up as champions. Quite fairly comfortably there, and of course, yeah, I mean, I don't think any of the bottom team will go down really, because the Highland Leagues aren't really loaded as such in this database. So that is, well, that's not Scotland as such. It is Scotland, but it's all the leagues in Scotland anyway. And we'll just go here where we go. I'll try and go back to where we were. And we're going to have a look at Scotland there. Let's have a look at their competitions here. All their little competitions. It doesn't actually list the main ones, but we can access those and go through the season summary. And we will go to the Scottish Cup. We can tell quite clearly here that it was won by Celtic. 1-0 win over Hearts there. And let's have a look at the semi-finals and see who made the semis there. So Hearts 5-2 over Rangers, and St Mirren losing to Celtic in the semi-finals there. Then we go to the Bedford Cup. won again by Celtic, so that's the hat trick, the treble again for Celtic. The final was between Hearts, however, and Inverness. Sorry, so Hearts beating Inverness there, and if we go to the semi-finals, we'll see that Hearts beat Celtic 3-1, and Inverness beat Kilmarnock 3-1 as well. I think that's all. And of course, there's the Iron Brew. Let's have a look at the Iron Brew Cup here. The final was between Silgo and Morton, and Silgo Rovers came through, winning that in the penalties. We should have done better. Eh? And semi-finals was between Silgo and Shamrock, and Morton and Livingston. So that is all Scotland. We're going to go now. We're going to go south of the border to England, not New England. We're going to go to Ing of Lang, and you will see here that the rank 16th in the world at the moment. And you can see the major clubs is, of course, no difference really there. And Harry Kane is a top player with Pickford. And some major transfers there as well if you want to have a look. Current manager is Eddie Howe. Captain Harry Kane. John Stones, the vice captain. Key player, of course, as you can imagine, is Harry Kane. Let's go to the Premiership. Let's kick into the Premierships though. So Loki Doki, Lou, Loki Doki and Lou, you'll be happy with the Liverpool there, champions again, 2 years running. Excuse me, just taking a bit of water. 2 years running, so yeah, not a bad effort there. Maybe they're going to start a bit of a dynasty there. You can see that they top the league by 10 points. Man United and Man City and Spurs taking out the Champions League spots with Arsenal, Chelsea, and Southampton finishing in the UEFA Cup spots. Relegated, of course, was Brighton, Cardiff, and Burnley. Unfortunately, Burnley going down into the Championship. You can have a look here at the stats if you want to do the assists and average ratings and goals, and just have a quick nosy there. We're going to go down now. We're going to go to the Championship, and you'll see here that the Sky Bet Championship player final, Leeds beat Newcastle, so Leeds go up with Middlesbrough, and West Brom into the Premier League. Interestingly, so West Brom again going back up as champions. Yeah, fairly tight in the end, but they went through about 5 points over Middlesbrough. Relegation was Lincoln, Bradford City, and Hull. No notable big. Excuse me. I mean, Newcastle are back down in the Championship, actually. Probably the only real kind of big name team as such from there. And we're going to go down now into the League One, if it lets me do. And you'll see Bolton losing on penalties to Rotherham there in the playoffs. So Preston go up as champions quite decisively. Barnsley and, of course, Rotherham going up there to the Championship. Nice, easy 1, 2, 3 actually going up, which is quite good. Relegated Mansfield. Bugger. Aki Stanley going back down, my local team from where the family is. Doncaster and Fleetwood are there with them. Peterborough, Kevin's Lalojo's team there. Peterborough finishing 9th, and I'm looking, I can't see it. Rochdale. Bobby, you'll be happy with this, mate. 6 there for Rochdale. Not a bad effort, mate. Not a bad effort at all for them. Okay, so let's have a look here now and go down to the League of Two. And we will see that Crew Alexander beat AFC Wimbledon 2-1 after extra time to clinch promotion. And they are joined by Chesterfield, Swindon, and champions Port Vale, relegated out of league football, Wickham, and have the mighty fallen Coventry. That's a bit sad. I remember the old days when Coventry were a big team, or they were a Premiership or League One team in the old days. Now, no more league football for them. That's a bit of a shame. And I still have all the leagues loaded. I will be changing them, probably getting rid of the conference and the lower leagues shortly. Vanarama, Dagenham, and Redbridge losing to Stockport there. And we will see Salford going up 97 points, good 10-point lead. And of course, we saw Stockport joining them. Going down as Borough, Eastleigh, Harrogate, and Maidenhead there. We're going to click down as well. We're going to go to the north and south. Once it loads, today would be nice. And Halifax going through in penalties over Boston United there. So they go through and join the champions AFC Telford from the Vanarama League North. Tamworth, Cushion Ashton, and Cambridge City going down. Any other names that I can see here? Kingsland. Oh, there's a few there. All right. And then we're going to go down to the south. If I can click on the button. If my mouse does what it wants to. and Dover beating Bath there. So Dover joined the Champions Dulwich helmet, going up into the Vanarama Conference. St Albans, Merthyr Tydfil, and Salisbury going down. So that is not all of England, but that's England for you. Whoopsie daisy, we're going back into Scotland here. What's going on, mate? So we're going to go to the overview now. We're going to go straight down. This is the easy peasy Japanesey sort of deal to do. And we're going to go down further because I haven't found the right button to click. And there's English Premier League, FA Cup. And I don't know why I said the Premier League. Liverpool missing out and being able to do the double. Man City going through on penalties after a 1-1 draw. Semi-finals, who got there? Well, okay, 6th round then. We'll just go, yeah, don't worry about the semi-finals. Semi-finals, Man City beat 3-0 win over Spurs. Liverpool 2-1 win over Chelsea. So that is Man City winning the FA Cup. So they've won it last few times, a couple of years ago there. So now we're going to go back and let's have a look at the Caribou Cup, or what's used to be the Coca-Cola Cup, or the Littlewoods Cup, or good old-fashioned League Cup. Liverpool managing to pick that up, so they do a double there. They missed out on the treble, I guess, for the FA Cup, beating 2-1 wins over Arsenal there. And in the semi-finals, Everton losing to Arsenal and Man City losing to Liverpool. So Man City and Liverpool, yeah, bit of a tit for tat. Man City were on course to make the final of another cup there, but Liverpool top of the pops there and getting another trophy in their cabinet for this season. And I think that's pretty much all we care about. I'm not worried about the Community Shield or the Checkatrade trophy. That is it for England. Let's going to go over now and go and see what Germany has to offer us if we can. Total Span can. They're ranked 4th in the world. Hurlich is the manager. Muller is the captain. Boateng is a vice captain as well, and you can see all the stats and things there that you need to or want to as well. And we're going to click into the Bundesliga. We're not going to worry about Bundesliga 2. You can see in the Bundesliga playoff, I guess that's for the relegation promotion. Werder Bremen, I believe, beat Augsburg there. But let's just click into the table. So Bayer Leverkusen 73 points, winning against Borussia Dortmund on 3 points. So you'll see here that the old FC Bayern or the Bayern Munich had a good dominance, but it's actually been broken up by Leverkusen. The last 3 out of 4 years they've won it there, and that is my cue to call. Bobby G is calling me to FC Vords. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to run down this quickly. I'm going to take a break and I'll be back because we're not going to miss out on that. So yeah, Borussia Dortmund, FC Bayern, and Schalke, Champions League, Hanover, Leipzig, and Hertha Berlin finishing up in UEFA. Augsburg, Dortmund, and Dusseldorf finishing as the relegation fellas there. And I'm going to take a little break, and I'll be back with you momentarily. Okay, I'm back from Buffergate. I'm going to just say shout out Bobby G. Good stuff there, almost. But I'm not going to give too much away. We'll just call it Buffergate episode. Go and check it out anyway, folks. Let's get into where I left off. We've just gone through. We've touched on the Bundesliga. Now we're into the semi-finals. Yes, the German Cup semi-final. You will see here. So Hamburg losing to Bayern on penalties, and Stuttgart just edging out Hanover there with a 3-2 win. So in the final, the winner of the final was Bayern Munich 3-1 over Stuttgart. So Bayern managing to get the German Cup there. So they'll be happy with that, I think. The German Super Cup, straightforward. Bayern going a double of the cups and beating Bayern Munich. So Bayern Leverkusen over Bayern Munich 2-1. So that is how that ended up in Germany. I haven't got France loaded. I've got Spain though, and we're going to go into Spain, the pain in Spain, and see what we can gain. Spain is 6th in the world. There's your main guys there. Enrique is the manager. Ramos is the main guy. Busquets the vice captain, and you'll be able to see some bits and bobs there. Let's go into the first division, or La Liga. I don't know why it's calling that. Never mind. It is what it is. So you'll see here, Real Madrid crowned champions fairly well over Atletico Madrid, Barcelona and Valencia finishing off in the Champions League spots. Real San Sebastian, Villarreal and Levante in the UEFA Europa League spots. Relegated was Alba, Huesca and Girona. And you'll see over here in the past winners, it's been a bit mixed up actually. So Real Madrid, first time winners in 3 years there. taking it off their arch rivals, or one of their main rivals, Barcelona. And you'll see there's some of the stats and stuff. Just feel free to pause it. We will go, and I think we've got the first division loaded, or second division. Yeah, okay. So Zaragoza go up with Atletico Pamplona, and Valladolid go up as well from the playoffs. Relegated is Ruiz and Alchi. Yeah, okay. Good at these names, eh? You can tell. Oh yeah, practice, mate. Practice. And we'll just go down to the Spanish Cup now, and you'll see Real San Sebastian 0 and Real Madrid 2. So Real Madrid winning that 2-0, and the semi-finals was Real Madrid beating Valencia 3-2 in aggregate, and Real San Sebastian beating Sevilla on 2-0 as well. So interesting, there's no Barcelona in the semi-finals of the Spanish Cup. And whatever the Spanish Federation Cup, who knows, but the Spanish Super Cup, pretty much Real Madrid again there. So Real Madrid doing triple, really. 1-0 win over Barcelona. We are now going to travel to the mighty Italy. We go to Italy, they're 9th in the world, and there's their fellas there. You can have a look around. We're just going to go straight into Serie A, trying to keep this quick. So Juventus again dominating. You'll see it's just Juventus. Oh, endless Juventus. Champions League spots running out as Inter Milan and Napoli, with Genoa and Roma finishing off the European spots, as well as Lazio. So it looks like Lazio won a cup to do that, or maybe runners up. Conte, Frosinone, whatever, and Ternana going down and being relegated there from Serie A. And we're going to have a look at the Spanish Cup as well, and we'll see who went through and who did what. So not the Spanish Cup, the Italian Cup. Lazio, so Lazio winning the cup over Milan, penalties after a 1-1 draw. The semi-finals consisted of Torino losing to Lazio, and Milan going through 3-0 against Napoli. And then we go to the Italian Super Cup there. We can see that Juventus going to double 3-1 win over Inter. Let's go to the Champions League now. So EUROPE spells Europe. And we're going to go to the competition and European Champions Cup. Champions League, people. The final, you'll see Atletico Madrid losing 1-0 to the mighty Man United. Let's have a look and see if that shithead's still managing there. Who is it? Yep. Need to replace him with Solskjaer. Sorry. Yes, Man United winning there 1-0. And let's have a look at the semi-finals. Who went to the semi-finals there? Napoli losing to Man United 4-0 in aggregate. Atletico Madrid going through 5-1 against Real Madrid there. We go to the quarterfinals. Let's have a quick nosy here. So in the quarterfinals, we had Liverpool, Paris Saint-Germain, United beating City, and Napoli also bad. So that is the quarterfinals of the Champions League there. So Manchester United once again winning it. It's been dominated by England the last 4 years between United and Liverpool there. So we're going to go down and with European Football Championship. No, Super. Let's have a look at the European Super Cup. Liverpool beating Napoli 2-1 to do that. So not a bad deal there. So they'll be pretty happy with that. And is it called the Football Championship now? No, I'm just looking for the UEFA Cup. Where am I here? I can't see it. Let's go to UEFA. See if the competition's there. No, internet. What's it called now? Europa. No. Oh, I'm having a brain fart. I am having a complete and utter brain fart. Let's go back to Europe. I'm just trying to find it. You know what I'm trying to find? I can't. It's not the Super Cup. What the hell is it? It's the UEFA Cup. Oh, come on. Where is it? I just can't find it in me. Okay, never mind. Let's go and have a look at the World Cup. I don't think it's been played, but we'll have a nosy and see when the last one was. World Cup. So the last World Cup was in 2022, 31st of May. So that is due to go. So I'll try and remember to cover the World Cup and see who goes through. But we can see here that we've got the groups already done. So there's the groups there. I'll just scroll down a bit slowly so you can probably see, and we'll just see if there's any notables there that really make me think, yeah, baby, yeah, Australia in the final, the one, the Group B. I don't see England. No, I don't. So unless I'm blind, I don't see England. So it looks like they failed to make it. I don't know what the. It's not the Champions League. It's not the. I don't know. I can't find it in the game. Let's have a look here. Hang on. Let's see if we can do this. World. Here we go. Europe. Bear with me, please. Euro Cup, yay! Valencia 4-1 winners over Borussia Dortmund after extra time. The semi-finals, Valencia taking out Sevilla and Borussia Dortmund taking off FCP, which is Porto, I believe. Now, of course, we can't go far without going to Australia. Speaking of Australia, mate, Australia, we're going to go to Australia and have a look at them, and we will note there that the Hyundai A-League. So there's, if you want to have a look at the ranking of 45th in the world, and we're going to go to the Hyundai A-League and let's have a look. So the total holds Sydney FC 2-0 winners over Melbourne City. Doesn't record the past winners, which is weird. In the grand final, in the semi-final, we had Sydney beating Perth 3-0 and Melbourne beating Melbourne Victory 3-1. And in the A-League elimination final, it was the Central Coast losing 2-1 to Melbourne City. Perth 3-1 winners over Western. So doesn't look like the Phoenix made the playoffs. No, the Phoenix lost. Came second from bottom, 9th. They did in a few years ago have some champions to their name. Why this is not showing, I don't know. But we can actually see the regular season there. Anyway, if you want to nosy, and we can see the final season like we can see 3 years ago. The mighty have fallen. The Wellington Phoenix no longer up there, missing out quite truly. Just getting 9th position there. They almost got the wooden spoon. All right, folks, that is how it plays out. We are done. We are dusted for the 2021-22 season. First season in the championship, pretty damn good. We will see you next time as we go to the preview transfer special or first game of the season, and hopefully I'll try and remember to cover the World Cup. If I haven't, hit me down in the comments, even on this video, because by then I can probably do something. Alright folks, I am Parkera. I hope you've enjoyed today. I hope you've enjoyed this little rundown of the leagues. I know some of you do like to have a look around and know what is going on. I'll be offline and I'll be removing some leagues anyway because of our position. I am Parkera. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and hit me down below in the comments, baby. I am Parkera. Over and out. Kia kaha.